let me say this. She was concerned that the aggressive, mean Rhode Island Reds, 22 of them, would beat up on the 10 Delawares. The 2 of them started to do that to the timid Delawares. Then 2 of the not timid Delawares set the story straight, and they chased all the Rhode Island Reds out of the chicken coop.
Well, we wanted to take time and make a video today differently than we have to, but we're running out of day. We got to move the turkeys, and kind of had a little bit of a faux pas today. I was out watering the garden, and all of a sudden the water just went to a trickle, and I'm like, oh, where's the kink in the hose? Because that's very common to have a kink in the hose. And there were no kinks in the hose. Well, come to find out, the well needed
There
a
was
what?
no water in the toilets either.
What did the well need?
It, pressure switch.
It needed a pressure switch, and so we called our landlord, and he sent a well guy over here, and we were without water for about 4 hours, but hey, I learned how to wash my hands in a weird way. And,
we got the garden watered with stored water.
oh yeah, we had some stored water. We have a lot of water because we live in earthquake country, so we make sure that we're prepared. And are you watching them?
I am. Tell me when I'm to the end. I think I'm getting close.
Okay, a little more. I think you're there.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, we had water stored, and we were able to pour it into a sprinkler can and finish watering the garden because we'd had these fragile plants, and you can't run out of water when you have fragile plants. So then the other thing we did is last night we hauled the Delawares, our beautiful white chickens, in from their roost and put them into the roost where they could be with the Rhode Island Reds, and we're just scared to death. I'm scared to death.
Okay, I understand it's not good to do that to chickens, but we now have turkeys, 2 flocks of chickens, and we're going to be getting some chicks soon. So that's 4 different groups I have to take care of morning and night and other times. I wanted to reduce my workload a little bit. I know it's going to stress the girls. We have more eggs than we know what to do with. Until we start selling them, it ain't a big deal.
So here's one reason. We moved, I don't know, several weeks ago. We took the large nesting boxes out of the Delawares and put them in with the Rhode Island Reds, and put the smaller one in with the Delawares. Well, they still like to get all into it. And
I've
as you
get
can,
these guys some more feed. I'll be right back.
as you can see from this picture that I'm showing you, there's actually 5 chickens that you're looking at, and I thought there were only 4. 2 of them stuffed in there, and 2 eggs had hatched, had come out of them and dropped onto the ground, and I found out there were 3 in one of them. I don't know how they didn't suffocate. I had to pry them out and put them into the other place. And so we went in and we're like, okay, we've got to move them because they're not handling that smaller area. So that is one of the first things they did this morning, is they jumped into their old nesting boxes, and they loved that. Anyway, back to the story. We took them in there last night.
We're moving the Delawares to be with the Rhode Island Reds. We're doing it at night so it's less disruptive, and they'll wake up in a new place tomorrow and start learning their new routine.
How many have you done?
2.
Are you doing 2 at a time?
I'm gonna try.
So how are they taking it?
Well, it's dark. So they kind of, they don't know what to do.
And there was a full moon, so you know how chickens can't see at night? Well, they could see. And one of them got out and tried to go back, so we had to get her. And then even in the dark, one jumped down and then jumped back up. And we're like, well, so much for them not being able to see at night. Then today we put them in the chicken train with the Rhode Island Reds, and they figured out how to get out of it, and four of them I think escaped. We got one back. One of them just was headed towards her old place. I feel so bad doing this to them. Anyway, they're actually still in there. 3 of them went in and just stayed there, and we've got to go take them back right now as part of what we're doing. But they really have gotten along okay. They, had their little squabbles, but it's been way better than I thought it would be, and it will make life easier for us.
Okay, let me say this. She was concerned that the aggressive, mean Rhode Island Reds, 22 of them, would beat up on the 10 Delawares. The 2 of them started to do that to the timid Delawares. Then 2 of the not timid Delawares set the story straight, and they chased all the Rhode Island Reds out of the chicken coop. They asserted themselves.
Somebody.
I know. I need to stop working. Just slowing me down. I'm not gonna make it.
He's got to go somewhere within a few minutes. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you. I watched this video, our YouTube channel this morning. One of them that I follow is Art and Bree. If you haven't followed them, they're really fun. And she was talking about how she's not using organic food. How she's not using organic food right now because she can't afford it, basically. And she found that she was just spending way, way, way too much on the food. And wait, he's making me walk. Here, let me just hold it.
Turn it away from the sun instead of into the sun.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Anyway, in order to be able to save money for their fence and their infrastructures that they need, she's not doing organic food right now or buying local food. She's buying at Aldi's, which is, if you live anywhere near an Aldi's or know where one is, you know how cheap a food that is, cheap food and cheap food, both ways. And she's aware of it, but she's made this decision to be able to save money that way. In order to be able to do it, build her homestead. And so I wrote back to her how it is a huge cost to build this fence that you see over there, or these houses, or the house that we just moved with the turkeys in it over there. And so, not one of them is just hugely expensive, but they all take money. And in fact, on our fence, we got the fence at half price, which was an amazing thing. But what I want to encourage you is, if you're going to have a homestead, don't wait till you can afford everything. I mean, it's like if you wait to have children until you can be completely out of debt, have your home paid off, have their college fund funded, have everything taken care of, then you will have children by the time you're grandparents. And same with a homestead. Start where you're at. If you're in an urban house and you're in a community in there, then turn your yard into a garden and start there. Not every single person can buy or rent, remember we're renting, a piece of property as beautiful as we have. We know how blessed we are. We are totally blessed to have this. And so we work really hard to do a little bit at a time, and we've been working at this for a year and a half.
You didn't need to open the door for me.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go put some chickens away. And anyhow, it takes patience, it takes time. You look like you have your arms full. Would you like some help?
I got it. You're just going to need to open the door.
Okay. Anyway, be patient with yourself. Start your homestead in whatever way you can. It's an amazing opportunity.
We're going to need that. Be
Okay.
very vigilant.
Hello, girls. Hello.
Okay. That was easy.
Hey, I'm gonna bring the. Can you pick up the basket and bring it too, to collect eggs?
I have to bring some feed. So
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna run and grab the egg basket. Okay? Here we go. Eventful day, no water, runaway chickens. I think we're going to leave the garden undone for its first time tonight. It's going to be gorgeous. It's had a gorgeous day. And I'm going to take a couple minutes and water a little bit more. Is that okay?
good choice.
All right. And you go on in
Get ready.
and get ready, and then I'll come right in and feed you. Okay?
Where do you want me to put these?
By the greenhouse.
Okay. I'm gonna take the eggs, Cutie.